Do one final question about hinges. So here we go. A uniform beam of 2 kilograms is freely hinged. I'm just scanning very, very quickly because I wanted to find out if we know the length. Do we know the length of this whole thing? Or maybe we don't even need to. It's freely hinged. Okay. I'll write 2G there for now to deal with that. What else? Let's do some color coding with it. So let's call this bit V, and let's call this bit here H, because we know that it's hinged. Let's stick with that then. So let's do that with our 2G also. This looks like it's going to be a rope. So that looks like it's going to be a tension. Let's go back. The beam is held in equilibrium by a rope. So it's attached at point C, where AC is 0.14. Yeah, that's fine. I've got the angle. It's a uniform rod. The tension's in fact given to me. So let's put that one down. That's 63. Well, what I'll do then is I'll break this 63 up. So I'm going to use my colors. So if that's the vertical part and that's the horizontal part, 30 is the same as this angle here. So this is sine 30 because it's opposite. So 63 sine 30 and 63 cos 30. Okay, so I know I'm doing lots of stuff before reading the question, but I know I'm going to need this information. Okay, and that's loads of your method marks coming up here. So there we go. All my forces are out there. What's the question though? What do they actually want us to know? I've got the questions here on a separate piece of paper. So part one is find AB. There we go. That makes a lot of sense because I was trying to work out what that was. And then the other one is what's the magnitude? What's the magnitude at the hinge? So let's work these things out. So if you've got a question about the length of something in a question, start with moments because moments have got the length of something in them. So that tends to be more useful. So clockwise equals anti-clockwise. If I do my moments at A, the first thing I would get to is an anti-clockwise moment, which is this tension, which is here, isn't it? So that would be 0.14 times 63 sine 30. Yeah. How about the next part? So somewhere here, the next thing is the clockwise, which is the weight. So we know that it's 2G. And we don't know the distance, but we know that it's half of the whole thing. So there's lots of ways you could do this. I'm going to just call the distance of where it is. I'm just going to call it X, and then I'll do it double. I'll double X at the end to find AB. That's how I'm going to do it. So if I rearrange this, I get X equals 0.14 times 63 sine 30 over 2G. And I should get that X is equal to 0.225 meters. So X must be 0.45 meters. Okay, so that's how I would do part A. And then what we're doing next, we're doing the up, the down, the left, the right, etc. for part B. So the magnitude at the hinge, well, I haven't done my left, right, up, down equations yet, have I? So they're going to be quite useful. So I can say that 63 cos 30 will be equal to H, which is just the number that I've got there straight away. So H is equal to 54.56 is what I have written down. And then the other one, which is the up, down, left, right, let's go over here. Sorry, the up, down is V equals, no, because look, it's V plus 63 sine 30 equals 2G. That's a number, so you can get V on its own just by taking away and working it out on a calculator. There I've got 11.9 written down. Okay, so what's the magnitude? Well, the idea is that, oh, hang on a moment. I got minus 11.9. Yes, so let's talk about this. This is a good talking point. I've got minus 11.9. So you might wonder, well, that's clearly wrong, isn't it? Well, no is the answer. It just means that the way I've got it drawn here, the amount that's going upwards is minus 11.9. How does it make sense? Well, it's a force, and before I answered the question, I didn't know if this hinge was acting up or down. So if it's minus 11.9 upwards, that means that it's actually downwards by 11.9. That's the idea. So this does happen sometimes. Don't be put off. Don't be worried. You weren't to know this before you started the question. So it just means that now I know that I'm going to correct it. Well, adapt it. It's not that it's wrong. I'm just noticing it, because it could be that a question asked you about an angle or said, is it going above or below or something? So I need to know that's going down. So it's 11.9 down, and it's 54.46 to the left. Okay. If you find the magnitude here using Pythagoras, you should get, got 56 newtons is what I've got written down. Okay, so the magnitude is 56 newtons. So that's a good question there, because that's something slightly different. You've seen the same steps. It's always the same steps, clockwise, anti-clockwise, up, down, left, right. Okay, but when you don't know, when you don't have the diagram for vertical, I always just say up by default, and then if I get a negative, I notice that just means it's the other way. Okay, so now you've seen walls, pegs, and hinges, so you should feel ready to kind of deal with any situation that is thrown your way for moments.